walking through the woods and you come across a lake. You look down in the water and a pair of eyes look back. A head rises up slowly. Is it a crocodile or an alligator? You turn to leave, but right behind you is a giant snake. Is it venomous or poisonous? You run for your life as fast as you can out of the woods till you reach the sidewalk. Is it made of cement or concrete? The real question is, what is the difference? Hello, and welcome back to The Difference. I'm your host, Andrew Ferran, and today, I'm going to learn you a thing. There are many mysteries that shroud humanity, from the stones of Stonehenge to the majesty of the pyramids. It's undeniable that many questions haven't been answered yet. But one question plagues my mind more than others. What's the difference between Sprite and 7-Up? Both sodas claim to contain all natural lemon-lime flavors and have the same exact number of calories. But what makes these two sodas so divisive and different? Well, before we get into that, we have to go into each of the drink's storied pasts, starting with 7-Up. 7-Up was first invented in 1929. Originally called Bib Label Lithiated Lemon Lime Soda, the drink started as most great sodas do, full of drugs. 7-Up contained lithium citrate, a drug which is still used in the treatment of bipolar disorder as well as other mood disorders. This stopped in 1948, however, when the government banned the use of lithium in drinks, which pretty much left us with the 7-Up we now know. Sprite, on the other hand, did not contain drugs, but it did have an equally terrible original name, Clear Lemon Fanta. It was invented in 1959 in West Germany and then brought to the US in 1961 by the Coca-Cola Company to compete with the popularity of 7-Up. You could say that they started selling Sprite out of spite. So, what is the difference between these two sodas? Well, apart from being owned by different companies and 7-Up being older, the biggest difference you'll find is salt. Sprite contains sodium citrate, while 7-Up uses potassium citrate. Apart from that, it comes down to the small things, such as the amount of carbonation, the use of natural versus artificial flavors, but that isn't enough for me. I need more, so I'm going to do some tests. I've moved to my dining room now, approximately 5 feet from my set, and I'm going to do a little taste test between these two sodas, the Sprite and the 7-Up. Let's go. Smooth, clean, not bad. Now with 7-Up. Well, that stuff, oh God, that stuff hurts my mouth. Now I'm gonna go for a full drink test. Just get a full gulp of it and let it go down. Starting with Sprite again. This stuff's really smooth. The 7-Up here stings a little bit more for sure, but I think I think I've figured out the main difference between these two drinks here. And this is gonna blow your minds. But 7-Up is lemon lime. Sprite is lime lemon. I think 7-Up tastes more lemony than Sprite does, but Sprite tastes more limey than 7-Up does. I had to think of the names of the drinks because I forgot them. But I think that's the main difference. Other than this thing's way more bubbly than this one, so this one goes down a lot smoother. And I think it's just better. This kind of tastes terrible. Don't drink 7-Up. Not good. And there you have it. The difference between Sprite and 7-Up. There's obviously no other lemon lime sodas that I'm totally leaving out of this video for obvious reasons. I think Sprite's just the better soda. It goes down a little smoother. If you like something a little stronger and way more lemony, 7-Up I guess would be your choice, but Sprite's just better, yo. Thank you so much for watching. Do you know any things that are commonly confused? Let us know in the comments and perhaps we'll make a video on it. But until next week, I'm Andrew Ferran, and I'll catch you later. This is too much soda. What am I gonna do with this?